Hi, I'm Chef Brian O'Connor. Welcome back to Shamrock Solutions. Today we're shaking things up a little bit. We're out of my test kitchen. We're into one of our USDA facilities in Phoenix, Arizona. Shamrock actually has two USDA facilities, one in Phoenix and one in Denver, Colorado. And we're going to be talking about our dry age program and our wet age program. And I'm going to take you over to our dry age room. We're going to walk through and I'm going to show you the differences between the two different products. So here's our dry age room. I'm going to walk you in here. It's not very big, but it holds a lot of meat. You know, the old technology, if you can call it that, was really put the meat on a rack and let that stuff slowly decompose, because that's essentially what that does. And you know, before we understood the whole bacterial process, you know, we just knew that you put this stuff in here, it got black or turned scabby, and it was tender. Didn't really understand how that worked, but that was bacteria that broke it down. So you can see on these racks here, we got some top butts that are in there. 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, and these are probably even older than that. In this room, it's not just a walk-in that we put in here. It has an ultraviolet light that keeps the mold from getting out of hand. It's humidity controlled, about 85% humidity, and temperature controlled. So that's very, very important. So it's not like we're just throwing them in a room and we're just, you know, pulling them out as they turn black. But you can tell, looking at them, how crusty they are. And I got some on the table. And we'll go through and show you the features and benefits of a dry age over a wet age. Okay, so I got a good selection of some product here. I'm going to show you, walk you through it. And really what we do differently at Shamrock than a lot of other distributors do and a lot of other companies do, you know, we just don't bring this box of beef in here and just start chopping it up into steaks and utilizing it. Whether it's wet age or dry age, we actually put age on that product. When we get product into Shamrock from a you know, Gold Canyon or any of our other products that we carry, it comes in with about 7 days age on it. You probably couldn't even really chew through that. It wouldn't be very good. So we actually bring product in here, and I'm in the room where all this product is, so we bring product in here. We got 3 weeks worth of product because we always put about 21 days age on all our cut steaks and all the product that's going to go out through our meat plants. So always keep that in mind. And really the main difference, or a lot of the differences between these different products is you have the wet age, has a different flavor, it's in the bag, and you can see the difference between the time. This is about 35 days, or no, this was about 15 days in here and about 35 days in here, and you can see the difference in the blood. There's more blood because what that product is doing is starting to break down, and the blood stays in the bag. And the difference between that product and the dry age is that the dry age, that blood, that moisture is actually leaving the product. So you have a different flavor profile between the wet age and the dry age. And people say, and this is subjective, people say the dry age has a more nutty, a more beefy flavor than the wet age. Personally, I really do like I like them both actually. When you get a good cut of meat, they both can eat really well. And that's something that can't be overstated also. You know, you really need to start with good products to get good product in the end, because if you think you can just put a select strip in a bag, let it sit for 30, 60 days and it's going to come out tender, it's really not going to. It's got to be good going in there. But let's take a look at this stuff. I have some top sirloin, and you can see the difference. I pulled them out of the aging room, and you can see the difference in the time that they've been in there, and you can see how crusty this is. And I took one of these and I cut it so you can see how beautiful red and really how concentrated that is. You know, any chef knows, you know, you make a sauce, you take red wine or veal stock or whatever, you reduce that red wine down to a syrup, and then you add your veal stock to it, and that's what makes a really good sauce. And really there's not much difference between that and this. You're taking that moisture, you're evaporating that moisture, and you're almost reducing the meat. So, and that's what gives that good, beautiful red color and that good flavor. So part of the reason I wanted to talk about the dry age and the wet age is just give you some information. And really what I really want to talk about is what a unique product this is and how you can have it specifically tailored to your operation. And by that I mean, this isn't just product that we throw in there and hope we sell it. This is product that we sell to you directly. You let your salesman know, hey, I want some top sirloins, and then we start the aging process. 3 weeks later we can deliver your product. So it's very important to keep that in mind. But really what's kind of unique about Shamrock and having your own facility, it's not just beef that we can dry age. We can dry age pork for you, we can dry age lamb, we can dry age whatever. We have buffalo, we have a complete line of game that we can dry age. So that's a pretty neat advantage that we have. And you can show, you know, have that with your customers and put different things on the menu and really kind of create something special for your restaurant. And really something to keep in mind also with the aging program You know, if you go to let's say you go to a club store and you buy a New York strip, it's going to be a choice New York strip, let's say as an example. You know, you have no idea what the age is on that. Always when you're going to get meat from Shamrock, it's going to be properly handled, and more importantly, it's going to be properly aged. So your customers are always going to get a consistent steak. They're not going to go on Tuesday, have a steak, and it's tough, and then go on Friday and it's tender. Because if they have a tough steak on Tuesday, they're not coming back to your restaurant on Friday. And that's really the most important thing through this whole exercise. For Shamrock Solutions, I'm Chef Brian O'Connor.